In the last video, I got all my data from SalsaJ from those 20 pictures. I've closed SalsaJ now because I don't need it anymore. All my data is now saved in a file and it's saved where those photos are. So Photos Transit, I've got a file called, this is what I saved as, Photometry Exo-Planet data. So yes. Okay. So here's my data. Each of these is every time I click. It's the first time I click, the second time I click, the third time, the fourth time. And remember there was 2 stars per image. So that was the first star, second star. Then in the first star, second star, first star, second star. And you can look at, this one's the most important one here. Star's intensity. That's how much light was given off. So the first star in the first image was 31,000. The second star was a bit brighter, 39,000. In the next image, it was 30,900. The second star was 39,000. The third image, 31,000. Okay. So what we want is we want this data. This is what we really want. The problem is I've got star 1, star 2, star 1, star 2. So what I want is I want to have all my images for star 1 over here and all my data for star 2 over here. So if I click on this, and I'm doing this in Excel. You can do this in Google Docs. It'll be exactly the same thing. What I'm going to push is I've clicked here. I'm going to push equals. Now it says equals there. And then with my mouse, I'm going to click on the one I want, E2. And I want all the star 1s. So then the next one, I'm going to go equals. The next star 1 is this one here. Clicked on it. E4 is the coordinates, E4. That's that thing there. And I click enter and it gives me the value that's in E4. So the next one will be E6. That's my next one. I'm getting all my star 1s out. So just so you can check up here, it's got where it got it from, E2. The next one down, I got it from E4. The next one down, it just says there, I got from E6. And so I'm going to get E8. I'm getting all the star 1s out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause the video pretty soon and do this. It'll take me about 2 minutes to click over all of these. And then I'm going to do the same for star 2. So I'll show you me starting that. Star 2 is the second one down. So I push equals and it's this one here. Enter. The next one with star 2 is it's star 1, star 2, star 1, this one here. And I'll click on that. And so I'm gonna go down all my star 1s, fill them up. So there's going to be 20 of them because there's 20 pictures. I'm going to do the same for star 2s, but I'm just going to pause the video while I do that because it'll take about 2 minutes, a bit boring to watch. Okay, so I've done all my star 1s, I've got all my star 2s, I've just sorted them out so they're in one place. And I just want to look at a graph of those because as a human, I'm not very good at looking at numbers. This is how much light was given off in each of the 20 images. So I know in Excel to make a graph, I highlight the data and then I usually go data. No, I don't. I go insert chart. I like dot plots, scatter plots. So just that one there. Okay. So it goes kind of flat and then there's a dip and then it goes up again as well. All right. That's interesting to see. I can also do a second chart for this guy. I'm going to look at a chart. So this is what make this title star 1. And up on this axis, I better have my labels, shouldn't I? So how do I do labels on this guy? Add chart element, axis titles, vertical. That is called intensity. Intensity is how much light's given off. And I'll put that over there. And then I want to make one for star 2. and insert a scatter plot. Now star 2 is sort of just going over the place. It doesn't really, it's hard to tell what's going on here. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to take an average and subtract each individual point from the average to see how far each point goes from the average, and that's going to tidy both of these up quite a bit. So I don't really want these for now. I'm going to get rid of that. What I'm going to do down here, I'm going to click, I'm going to type in equals average. It's coming up there with an average. I do bracket, and then I select all the things I want to find an average of, end of bracket. So that's the average of all those ones there. This one I want an average as well, but I don't want to select them all. Oh, I can't just write average, sorry. I've got to write equals average. Because I know that they start dipping. You can see them starting to dip in the 30,000. So I might just take the first maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 before the dip. So I want to find the average of before the dip. End of bracket equals. Okay. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take each value and subtract the average. So I'm going to go equals this value minus the average. Click down there. Now, here's what's really cool. I can, this little square down here, I can just pull that down and it makes a formula for each one of these. So instead of me having to type this in and say equals that minus average, instead of doing this for every single one, I can just scroll it down. There's a little trick though. Where it says K23, you have to do a dollar sign in front of the K and a dollar sign in front of the 23. That just locks it. What that means is, I'll explain it to you in person, but just follow that. Then the little black square on the right hand side here, see how my little hovering thing changes? I click that and drag it down. It's worked out an average. It's worked out the difference from the average for every single one. I'm going to do the same for star 2. Equals this minus star 2's average is there. Then I'm going to click on it, just modify it so I put my dollar signs in. Enter. And then on that side, drag it down. So this column is difference from average. And I'm going to just make that a bit bigger so you can see it. And this is also a difference from average. And a bit bigger. And that's what I want to plot. So I'm going to plot this on a graph. Insert a scatter plot. Cool. And I want to plot that on the same graph. Now, can I do that? If I go right click, select data, can I add some more data? I can. So I'm going to add, this is going to be star 2. And the values are, I'll show you, I clicked on this red thing and it allows me to select them. So I just drag down, select them. Okay, I've got them. So I click on that and then I say, no, I don't want that. I want the Y values. No, I don't. What have I done? Remove that. Okay, so I just want my Y values. Add star 2, just my Y values. Okay. Cool. Okay. All right. So let's look at this and we can talk about what it means really quickly. The blue ones are, if I put a axis title, vertical intensity, this is the difference from the average intensity. Intensity of star. Okay. So my blue ones are my star one. And there's a little bit of difference, there's a little bit of variation, but there's a huge drop in the middle here. Huge drop. And I don't know if you remember the can I put on, there we go, look at that. I don't know if you remember the transit method. When the planet goes in front of the star, which is what's happening here, there's a massive dip in its average intensity. And that's what we're getting here. So that is pure evidence of a planet going in front of the star. Hope that was helpful, and I'll work with you next week to see if we can get the same sort of thing.